Alright guys, so I'm sitting here with Saurabh. Saurabh, welcome to my channel first of all. Just to give you a quick highlights of this video. This is a super important video for someone who is wishing to have a full scholarship here in Europe, and this guy earned it after working hard, and that's why he's here to share his story so that he can inspire you guys sitting there and follow probably same path or whatever inputs you have. Someone roughly about like 6 or 8 months told me like, hey, why don't you make a video about it? But then honestly I couldn't find anybody in Germany. What a coincidence, I'm on a trip here in Barcelona and I find this guy who used to watch my videos back in India. This is so strange. Probably that story is for some other time how I found him. Sir, why don't you give my audience a quick context of who you are, where you come from, your bachelor's, just a quick information.
Hi, I'm Saurabh from India. I did my civil engineering from Galgotia College of Engineering and Technology in Greater Noida. I completed in 2016 and then I worked as a water engineer with CH2M. It's an engineering consulting firm in Bangalore. Okay. And during this 2 period of term, I applied for my master's in Europe and fortunately I got Erasmus Mundus scholarship, and then I joined this program in 2018 and it's been like 2 months here pursuing this program.
Sort of just a follow-up question. A lot of people might be curious because a lot of people have this mindset that to have a scholarship you really need to be excellent and smart and good scorer. Yes, that is one aspect to get a scholarship for sure. How much did you score?
Yeah, I got 68% overall in my undergrad, which is not so high, but my overall profile was in the same domain and it was pretty decent because I did similar internship at IIT Delhi and IIC Bangalore. So my overall profile was pretty decent.
Right, that was quite competitive though. Okay, second question, let's dive in a little bit more deep. The purpose of this whole video is to get to the bottom of how a person can apply for same scholarship what you have. Just walk us through, where are you going to study? What is this whole thing about?
Yeah, so the program which I am pursuing, I need to study in 4 semesters in 4 different countries in Europe.
4 different countries?
Yeah. Wow. And my first semester is in Barcelona, Spain, and my second semester is in Newcastle, England. And then I can do my internship for 3 months either in Switzerland or Singapore, which either at EPFL, Switzerland, or NUS Singapore. My third semester would be in Cottbus in Germany, and my last semester is a thesis semester, which is an internship semester. So I can do wherever I will get my internship in across the world. And this is a full scholarship. So each month I will be getting 1,000 euro for my stipend, and yearly I get 3,000 euro for my travel expenses.
What the hell, man? You're spending no money. Like from India,
true.
2 months back you came to Spain.
Yeah.
Have you spent any money so far?
Not yet. I spent for my travel expenses, but I spent like 500 euros. European Commission provided me 3,000 euro for the other travel part. So yeah.
Oh man, seriously. Okay.
Then we get installation cost. When you are arriving in Barcelona or any other city, you need to purchase some iPhone X or some kind of camera.
Oh my goodness, man.
We get installation cost, and our health and travel insurance are also covered by European Commission. So when we say full scholarship, it's a full ride scholarship.
Let's get to the bigger question of this whole video, right? How do I apply? Sure, everything is great. How do I apply? Right? How did you apply? So why don't we start with what are the documents I should start collecting first of all?
Yeah, first of all, you need to create your CV, and ideally it should be in Europass format, which is an European format and you can easily get on internet. Yeah. And then you need to create a cover letter or your motivational letter. You should be very concerned about cover letter because usually people create in 1 or 2 days, but you should ideally spend like 15 to 30 days at least because it's one of the most important document for your selection. And then the third thing is LOR, letter of recommendation. If you are applying after your completion of your bachelor's, then you should take 2 recommendations from your professors, one from your college and maybe one from internship professor. And if you are applying after completing some job experience, then one from the manager will be better. So this is the 3 important documents which you will require. But for competition part, you need IELTS or TOEFL for your English proficiency exam. Ideally in Europe, people prefer IELTS And GRE is highly recommended. It's depend upon program to program. In my program, it's highly recommended but not mandatory.
Can you tell a bit more what are you studying?
I'm studying water science and hydroinformatics. It comes under civil engineering background. Right from the beginning, I wanted to pursue computer science, but I got civil engineering, and then I tried to take myself towards the computer end. So I started collaborating computer science knowledge with my civil engineering background. And then I found this program, which is in hydroinformatics. I'm using my civil engineering skills along with data science and AI and machine learning. Right. So hydroinformatics is a combination of water engineering along with data science. Right. So I'm studying this program here.
Sure, I have all these documents. First part of the question is, what website do I go and apply for? And how do I go about the process next?
European Union is having more than hundreds program. And you need to first choose your program in which you wish to do your master's. Right. And after choosing, you can maximum apply for 3 programs with a scholarship. And then on individually site, you need to go and apply in the 3 portals. Best thing about this program is when you are applying for program, you will automatically be considered for scholarship till 31st of January. So you don't need to apply separately.
Do they individually, when you say that you need to go on individual website and apply, do they have a form there?
Yeah, there is an online portal where you will fill your basic information, and then you will upload your cover letter, your CV and your motivational letter. And your reference letter will be directly sent to your referee, whom you will recommend, and they need to send by their own email. You can't
really?
Wow. You can't send by yourself. And depending upon overall profile, they will select you for your interview. And in the month of March to April, you can expect a call from them and they will take your interview. And in the end of April, you can expect the final result.
Sure. So I've completed all these documentation. I uploaded that. I went through the first round and I got selected. The second round, what you said is they take some interview. This is over a call or on internet?
Yeah, it will be on a Skype call. They will schedule an interview and then you need to give interview, and it will be with program director. So it can go till 1 hour or 90 minutes, and they will ask some technical question and they will judge you on those questions. Right. And after that, they will decide whether you should get the scholarship or not.
Like, do they give the results right away or after some days or few months?
No, usually it takes around 4 to 8 weeks depending upon program, and in the end they will mention you by an email. If you are getting a scholarship call, it means that you got accepted for the program and this call is for the scholarship, and in the end of June you will get the final result.
As you said, you can maximum apply for 3 applications. And how many did you get selected?
I just applied in one program because I wanted to be sure.
Confidence, man.
Yeah. I applied for different countries, but for Erasmus Mundus scholarship, I just applied in one program.
And which all other countries you were wishing to go?
I applied in Canada, McGill University. I got an acceptance from there. And then I applied in Oxford University. I got a...
Wow! Look at the... Okay, it's just only going higher and higher. Okay.
Yeah, but I got a reject from there because... And it was a very competitive program. Maybe after completion of this master's, I will apply again there.
Oh my goodness, okay.
I applied in IHE Delft, which is also a famous organization for water engineering. I got a full scholarship from there, Netherlands fellowship. But I like this one because it has the mobility. And I will be getting an opportunity to move to different places and travel. And I love traveling, so...
Wow, man. I mean, if fashion combines with what you like, oh my goodness, that can also get you a lot of rewards for that. Sir, why don't you walk us through what subjects are you studying right now? And are they similar to what you studied in bachelor's?
Yeah, most of them are similar to what I studied in bachelor's, but as a civil engineering graduate, you study a lot of subjects, but now my major is in water resource management, so I'm studying just from the water. So to make all the students to a similar level, they start from the basic, and I'm studying hydrology, hydraulics, MATLAB, which is a programming language, and then ArcGIS, which is a tool essential for water engineering, and one language. You need to study an European language in each country, so I'm studying Catalan language.
That's a mandatory.
It's not mandatory. I can choose any language, any European language, but as I'm living in Barcelona and Catalonia region, so I choose to study Catalan language.
These websites where people can go and apply for scholarships, Is this one website which directs you inside? You go inside and then it takes you to other websites? Is it like that?
Yeah. It's you need to go to the Erasmus Masters website, and there are 100 programs which are mentioned, and you need to select those programs, and each program has their individual website, and you need to go through them, and you need to apply depending upon your interest. You can apply there, for the other program at McGill University or Oxford, these are the prestigious one. You can go for QS ranking, and depending upon your interest, you can apply from there.
Really concerned question. What is the cost of living so far you have encountered? I know you're getting paid for everything, whatever you do, but still not everyone is as lucky or / working hard person as you are. So yeah, just walk us through.
Yeah, so if you are coming to Barcelona, you can expect your room rent to be around €350 to €450.
Okay.
And the major cost is the room rent, and then you spend like €200 for your food.
Right.
And if you're cooking at your own house, then it will be like €100 to €120.
Right.
And then I spend around €100 for my travel, like in the city and outside. Usually I try to cover one country in 1 month, so my total expenses are around €700.
One country in 1 month?
Yeah.
Wow, man. Okay. But think about, if you keep the leisure part aside, just if you want to give someone a number, or one of the parent who's watching this, they just want to know, like, hey, how much do I have to spend from my pocket for my kid? So
then it should be around €550 to €600.
Yeah, so it includes
your room rate, your food and transportation inside the city.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can include gym also. Yeah, insurance again.
It's a mandatory.
It's mandatory, but again, I'm Erasmus scholar, so I'm having that insurance part covered by Erasmus Commission.
Wow.
But if you are a student who is not having the scholarship, you need to pay for the insurance.
That could be how
which
much?
will be €50.
€50.
Yeah.
That's like.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you tackling with the initial struggles right now?
One of the major struggle is Catalan language, because in Barcelona, most of the people in India expect that I must be tackling with Spanish people. Yeah. But here in Catalonia region, there is a separate local language, which is Catalan. So as I told, I'm learning Catalan at my university. And apart from language barrier, I don't think I'm experiencing any other kind of troubles, because I've been to Europe previously for 3 times, and I'm pretty much used to this culture. And
in Europe,
I didn't mention that this is scholarship. At the same time, it's very competitive too. Usually
100%, man.
Fulbright scholarship has the acceptance rate of around 15 to 20%. This scholarships is around 2 to 5% depending upon the country. So it's highly competitive.
Are you inspiring them, or are you discouraging them?
No.
You're telling the reality, of course. That's what we are here for. You know, what's the point of glazing you with sweet, sugar-coated words, while you should know what is the competition also and how hard you have to work. That's how I also believe in. That's cool, man. No problem. Do you want to add anything before we say goodbye?
I would like to give few tips. It's always better to start early, because if you are applying for 2019, you should start sending your application right now. Right now, all the portals are open. Barcelona is an amazing city. Yeah. We have like beaches, mountain, and a lot of parties. University organize a lot of parties on the beaches, so it's all fun here. And all the European countries are nearby, so whenever you are free, go and travel and explore the world.
मजे में रह रहे हैं, सब सही चल रहा है. Alright guys, thanks a lot, sir, for coming on my channel.
It was my privilege to be with you. I used to watch your videos back in India, and now I got an opportunity to sit with you.
No problem. I'm gonna see you in Germany also.
Sure.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to write it in the comment section. Other than that, please go ahead and share this video if you think that can bring someone into limelight, like, hey, listen buddy, you are good at studies, why don't you apply? Because I'm sure there are a lot of people who don't know about this scholarship.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. And I think this is the whole point of, like, you know, we create awareness here. Anyway, I'm gonna keep this short, and if you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.